In Greek mythology, Priam was the king of Troy during the Trojan War and youngest son of Laomedon. Etymology. Modern scholars derive his name from the Luwian name Pariamues, which meant exceptionally courageous, and was attested as the name of a man from Zaslipa, in Kazuatna. A similar form is attested transcribed in Greek as Paramo near Caesarea in Cappadocia. Notable is also Priam, a warlike man whose name figures prominently in the Hittite archives, possibly bearing a related name. Life. Priam was originally called Podarces, and he kept himself from being killed by Heracles by giving him a golden veil embroidered by his sister, Hesione. After this, Podarces changed his name to Priam. This is a folk etymology based on Pyro Iota Alpha Tau Omicron Sigma Priatos, ransomed, from Pyro Iota Alpha Sigma Theta Alpha Iota Prius Thai, to buy, in Iliad Book 3. Priam tells Helen of Troy that he once helped King Mygdon of Phrygia defend against the Amazons. When Hector is killed by Achilles, the Greek warrior treats the body with disrespect and refuses to give it back. Zeus sends the god Hermes to escort King Priam, Hector's father and the ruler of Troy, into the Greek camp. Priam tearfully pleads with Achilles to take pity on a father bereft of his son and return Hector's body. He invokes the memory of Achilles' own father, Peleus. Priam begs Achilles to pity him, saying, "I have endured what no one on earth has ever done before. I put my lips to the hands of the man who killed my son." Deeply moved, Achilles relents and returns Hector's corpse to the Trojans. Both sides agree to a temporary truce, and Achilles gives Priam leave to hold a proper funeral for Hector, complete with funeral games. He promises that no Greek will engage in combat for 9 days, but on the 12th day of peace, the mighty war between the Greeks and the Trojans would resume. Priam is killed during the sack of Troy by Achilles' son Neoptolemus. His death is graphically related in Book 2 of Virgil's Aeneid. In Virgil's description, Neoptolemus first kills Priam's son Polites in front of his father as he seeks sanctuary on the altar of Zeus. Priam rebukes Neoptolemus, throwing a spear at him, harmlessly hitting his shield. Neoptolemus then drags Priam to the altar and there kills him too. It has been suggested by Hittite sources, specifically the Manalpatar Hunter letter, that there is historical basis for the archetype of King Priam. The letter describes one Priamaradu as a troublesome rebel who overthrew a Hittite client king and thereafter established his own rule over the city of Troy. There is also mention of an Alexandru, suggested to be Paris Alexander, a later ruler of the city of Wilusa who established peace between Wilusa and Hatti. Marriage and issue. See List of children of Priam. Priam had many wives. His first was Arisburb, who had given birth to his son Aesacus, who met his death before the Trojan War. Priam later divorced her in favor of Hecuba, daughter of the Phrygian king Dymas. By his various wives and concubines, Priam was the father of 50 sons and many daughters. Hector was Priam's eldest son by Hecuba, and heir to the Trojan throne. Paris, another son, was the cause of the Trojan War. Other children of Priam and Hecuba include the prophetic Helenus and Cassandra, eldest daughter Ilion, Deiphobus, Troilus, Polites, Prusa, wife of Aeneas, Laodice, wife of Helicaon, Polyxena, who was slaughtered on the grave of Achilles, and Polydorus, his youngest son. Family tree.